Here we go. Okay, welcome to class. It is Monday, August 16th.
Okay, hold. Sorry.
There we go. Okay. Let's come to center here. Feet together, hands together in prayer posture. Thumbs in tight to the heart center. And again, remember this prayer posture. It's like I'm saying, come to center, right? And by the way, notice I got t-shirts from my business, Samata Energy Arts. So I'm pretty psyched about that. But what I'm more excited about today and where I'm going to focus this class is due to something that happened to me at Saturday night. I took a pretty bad fall. I went face forward down a step. I missed a step. And all of this mobility training and Qigong training and body awareness that we are doing and learning in this class all kicked in. And I'm happy to report that. And I think it's important I report it to the class. It kicked in a way that was very subconscious. I tripped and fell forward, but when I landed, I was on my back face up. And the only way that could have happened, because I was falling directly forward down a step, was that I went like this and did what's called a tuck and roll. And I didn't think of it. My body did a tuck and roll. And so I went forward, and as soon as I started to hit the ground, I did a tuck and roll like this. And I'm happy to report that it's Monday and I feel fine. I was sore on the back and neck yesterday. Today I feel pretty good, but this is causing me to focus this week's class on spine, because spine is so important. And I really believe that staying agile and mobile, as we've been working on in this class, and body awareness, as well as balance. Qigong builds a lot of balance in the body. All those things combined together stopped me from having a very serious injury on Saturday. And here I am today, Monday morning, feeling pretty darn good. So here we go, and I will let that be our focus, but also put that into your awareness, how these arts kick in a subconscious level when we truly need them to save us. So here we go. Relax the hands, put mind in heart center. Turn the hands over, just like nice and slow, over, and feel the heart soften, release, relax, drop. Now, when we're in this posture, we're just receiving, we're not doing anything. We're the Wu Chi, the circle, whole, oneness. Neither yin nor yang in this moment. Just breathing, becoming aware of my surroundings, becoming centered. And let's activate the belly pump from this posture. It's the perfect place to turn this on and activate it. So hopefully it goes on automatic for all our days, but if not, at the very least for the next hour. Let's put our mind in down below belly button. Inhale, Buddha belly. Exhale, belly comes in and slightly up. Remember the sacred breath that calms the central nervous system? Let's add that. Inhale through the nose, Buddha belly. And then a hot, audible exhale through the mouth like you're fogging up a pair of glasses. In and up, in and up. Inhale, Buddha. Exhale. In and up, slightly up. That activates the diaphragm. Now just begin to breathe normal. Don't focus so much, but try to put the belly, the awareness, the breath right here, right in this belly pump. We activated it. I usually do 3 of those very intensely like we just did, hoping that that is what activates it. And then of course it continues. And I'm at the place now where I don't think about it. I just don't chest breathe anymore. I breathe down deep into the belly. And that's my goal for all of you, that it becomes automated. Notice that sound? Sounds like the ocean waves. That's the sacred cleansing breath. We'll be using that as well. Bend both knees. Load up the right leg, 100% of your weight on the right leg. My head is over my right ankle to load up my right leg, making it yang, full. And my left leg becomes empty, yin. I step out with a flat, empty foot and sink into that leg. Notice again, going back to how we're forced to do some balancing in Qigong and Tai Chi and mobility. And that balancing really helps us when we truly need it. Here we go. Come back to Wu Chi. Sacrum down into earth like an anchor. You just threw the anchor over the side of the boat. And what happens? The chain gets pulled really long above the anchor when it goes over the boat. That chain is the spine. So feel a sky hook on the top of your head, pulling your spine up. Chin comes in, long spine, sacrum down, rooting into earth. Feel energy roots coming out of your palms, right? The center of your palms where your laogongs are. You've got 2 chakras there, 2 energy gates. And feel it coming out of the soles of your feet, rooting down into earth. Now here, I want you to rock forward and backwards just a little bit. Forward to the balls of the feet, backwards to the heels. But never do my feet leave the ground. That would, if your feet leave the ground, that's too much. You rock too much. Just rock a little bit forward and backwards. And you can use your hands here to push against and back of the chi on the left and right sides of your body. Now, when we rock forward and we put pressure on the balls of the feet, that sends the energy up the body. When we rock backwards towards the heels and we put pressure there, that sends the energy back down. So that's why we want to activate these 2 parts of the body. Sometimes, depending on what we're doing, we want the energy to rise up, and sometimes we want it to go down. And in the morning, I want the energy to rise up, ascending, waking me up. And at night, I would prefer that my energy come down and ground into earth and get ready for bed, get ready for sleep. Come back to Wu Chi, this posture, slight bend in the knees, slight bend in the elbows, sacrum down, flat lower back. And let's begin our tapping. Cup the hands, use the palms, up the outside, down the inside. Up the outside, down the inside. Next time, up the outside, shoulder blades. Then come around and massage armpit. Remember, get your finger in here. You've got an energy gate about 1.5 inches, 2 inches in there, deep in there, and that correlates to breast health. So we want to really massage that. Plus, we want to get those lymph nodes in there and open them up. We want to help those lymph nodes drain the toxins from the body. And now, drum the ribs, activating all the organs underneath. Other side, up the outside, down the inside, up the outside, down the inside, up the outside, shoulder blade, come around, armpit. Keep going. Massage that armpit, open up the lymph nodes. Ooh, really get in there, drum the ribs. Exhale. When you feel the need to exhale while you're doing this, this is your body's natural way of saying, hey, I need to blow off some of this stagnant or blocked energy, and I'm blowing it off through that breath. Right? Because we're moving blocked and stuck energy, stagnant energy, a little bit of thymus thump to boost the immune system. And as we're moving that stagnant, stuck energy, we can blow it off with that hot, audible breath, the cleansing breath. And now let's get under here, find your collarbone and get, I'm just doing a 2 for today. Sometimes I like to go through this a little faster. And when I do, I go 2 at a time, or else I could just do 1 at a time. Right underneath the collarbone, again, helping the lymphatic system to drain. Brush down vagus nerve, straight down, should just feel soothing. I'm just brushing down gently. You ever stress? Do this. Calms you right down. Or this. A little bit of 4 fingers in the center of the chest, right in heart. That's also very calming when you're stressed. It's one of the emotional freedom technique points, EMT. Dantian with the fingers, 4 fingers. Hard to get to this one with the palms, so I just get to it with my fingers. Wake that up. And then gentle fists. My fists are very loose, very gentle. Drum the kidneys and adrenals. Rub after. Nice rub. Sacrum. Wake the sacrum up. Very important. Sacrum and coccyx is very important region. And legs. Make sure to get this with your fingers. Percuss this area with your fingers like this. All around the Achilles heel and the ankles. That's a super important point. You can do it standing like I am, or you can put your foot up on a TV stand. That's okay, whatever you want to do. And the rest of it, the rest of the leg you can get with your whole hand. You can also practice balance work while doing these things. Sometimes I do this. If I'm in a rush, I go outside and inside, 2 at a time, outside and inside, just showing you some options. Depends on how much time I have, which routine I'll do. So it's always good to have other ways of doing things. Come back into Wu Chi, check in. Just notice, how do I feel any different now from doing those movements? From that tapping. How does the body feel? Body buzz, warmer, more circulation, things moving, whatever it is, it's all good. Just notice, witness any changes. That's why we check in. And the next one is bounce, opening up the lymphatic system, getting rid of any excess stagnant energy that we pull to the surface with the bounce, with the tapping. So here we go. Remember, it's inhale, exhale. The arms are like pistons. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And the legs are just doing this, up and down, up and down, up and down. And what we want is we want to go fast enough where we feel a tugging. So if you go up and down slow, there's no tugging of the muscle away from the bone. We want to feel a little bit of that tug. Not massive, just a little bit. So here we go. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I don't feel the tugging. Now let's speed it up. Remember, mouth closed, in and out through the nose. This is the only time we do a shallow breath. This is called Dragon's Breath of Fire. And last one, big tap with the heel. Let everything go. And I told you we're going to do a little bit extra spinal work today in honor of me falling and not getting hurt. Here we go. Let's first use the accordion to sync up mind with body. First and foremost, let's connect. Inhale. Exhale. Notice there's a bit of, with my legs, rise and root. Rise, inhale. Root on the exhale. Follow the speed of your own breath. So you don't have to follow my speed unless we're breathing the same way, but follow your respiratory rate. Super important. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Show you from the side what this looks like. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Once you feel mind and body connected, using the breath, we can go on to the next one. Next one, open the hands out to the sides, long, slight bend in the elbows. Inhale and exhale, round the back, but don't bend. I'm not bending. I'm just rounding my back and bringing my hands into prayer posture. and I'm exhaling. See my spine? Just got a little bend to it. Here we go with some spinal work. So inhale, exhale. Just rounding the spine. Notice you can still see my face. I'm not bending over. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Really feel this opening here in the chest, and exhale. Show you from the side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more of these. Inhale, exhale. Now let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's go into spinal cord breathing. Inhale, elbows go out to your sides, chest up, and look up with your gaze. Look at the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are. And then exhale, round the back, sink the chest, tuck the pelvis under. This one is more. This is what we were doing before, but more. Tuck this pelvis. You've got a C curve going on here. Really round that back as you exhale. Notice I'm kind of squeezing everything together. Inhale, chest up, look up. Round the back, sink the chest, tuck the pelvis. Good, more of these. Inhale, chest up, look up at the ceiling or the sky. And exhale, round the back, sink the chest. Make a C curve in your body. This is a Qigong move. It's called C curve, actually. I mean, the move is called spinal cord breathing, but this right here is a C curve. It's known in Qigong to be one of the movements that we try to get the body proficient at. And as you open and look up, feel the chest and ribs really expanding. Inhale, chest up, look up, and exhale. One more of these. On the exhale, turn the palms towards you. Relax the elbows, relax the shoulders, palms towards you. Take your feet, watch my feet. They're going to go from parallel shoulders width to slightly pigeon-toed. I'm still shoulders width. I didn't change that, but I slightly pigeon-toed the feet. Why? Because I want you to just practice this. Rotating. Now watch what I can do. I can rotate on my spine, just rotating. I'm not shifting weight. There is no weight shift at all here. I'm just rotating on the center axis of my spine like a post, like turning a post. And what the pigeon toe allows me to do is to keep my knees in alignment so that I don't torque my knees. What we never want is this. See that? That knee is over here and the foot's over here. That alignment, we never want that. That's torquing the knee. So pigeon toeing slightly, unless it bothers you, is a way to get around that. So here we go. Palms towards the body and just turn. As you're turning, palms turn away, and you want to look through your hands like this, just like this, like you're gazing at the moon. Turn, gaze at the moon. Come back to center, palms towards you, and just gaze at the moon on the other side. Nice and gentle here. Don't over-rotate. Just rotate till you're comfortable, until you feel just this lovely, gentle stretching of the spine. Again, what we're at here is not about how much you can turn. That'll come with time. You'll just naturally turn a little bit more. If you exhale on the turn, you may get an adjustment. So I inhale here and I exhale on the turn. One more of these. Come to the center, straighten your feet back out, parallel, shoulders width, push the energy down into earth, nice and slow. We never just want to come out of posture. Always want to come out nice and slow, pushing the energy down to earth, back to Uchi. And let's go into our next posture. Just grab a drink of water. If you're thirsty, please take a sip. I encourage my students to drink I don't care if you have to stop your routine. We're detoxing the body, doing all sorts of movements. You can hear I'm winded from doing them, and it's very important to hydrate. Here we go. Next spinal move. This one's an interesting one. I don't think I brought it into class yet. But this is called waterfall. Again, feet parallel, shoulders width apart. I'm stepping in so you can see me better. And what we're going to do here is the same kind of thing. Watch the back is rounding. I've got a little round of the back like a turtle, right? And the backs of my hands are coming together. That's forcing my shoulders to do this here, right? And so it comes up, then I keep them together. And then as they come up, they just want to open. And they make 2 circles. And they come around. And I open. I'm also let go of the curve of the spine right here. And then watch, as the back of the hands come together, it forces that curvature of the spine again. And they come up. So this is called waterfall. Notice also I'm bending at the knees. My pelvis is active. I'm going to show you from the side. Bend at the knees, pelvis back. As I come up, pelvis rocks forward, knees straighten. Pelvis rocks back, knees bend. Pelvis rocks forward, knees straighten. Now just let this go a little bit. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale down. This is a wonderful spinal move. Really feel that sensation. Watch how I roll. I didn't emphasize it before, but let me show it to you now. Watch my spine. I really roll. You see that wave? I really need to emphasize that. There is a wave going on here. From here, I wave. It's like waving up. Actually, I could feel my spine pushing against the back of the skin behind the spine. I feel it pushing into it. This feels wonderful. It should feel like a massaging of the spine. Relax the hands. Put your hands out in front of you, palm over palm, away from you. And I want you to push and round the back. Again, pushing the spine into the skin. And relax. This is just a stretch. Push. Spine into the skin. Oh, should feel good. You may adjust. And back. One more of these. Push. Arms are rounded. Hands in front of heart center. And relax. Push down. Good. That is our spinal work for today. Let's get in a little bit of Qigong. Sorry, my mat seems to be moving. Let's do Tai Chi arms, or the first of the spinal Qigongs. Feel the energy. Feel a string on the top of your wrists, pulling the arms up, pulling them up, but they never go higher than the top of the shoulder. Wrist never goes higher than top of shoulder. Make sure it's top of shoulder or less. Then it pulls in, and then it whips down, elbow, wrist, fingers, down. Let's get the movement first. Pulling up, in, down. Now, if you want to add that ascending and descending energy here, you can. I talked about that earlier. So if I put a little pressure, again, it's not a full weight shift like this. It's some pressure on the balls of the feet. It will help my arms rise because it's sending energy up. Now it comes in, I'm at the arch of the foot, center of the foot. Now put a little pressure on the heels as the energy goes down, descending. So here you go. Balls of the feet helps you with ascending energy up. Right here, as you come over, the strings are pulling towards your body, and the energy is felt now in the heels as it's descending down. And under here, this is not just up and down, it's this big oval. So if I was doing it fast, it would look like this. It's a big oval. Inhale. exhale. See how many layers there are? Don't add a layer unless you're ready. This could just be the arms. And no pressure in the feet. Next level, add the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Next level, add the qua squats. Qua is your groin. So my pelvis rocks forward, inhale. Pelvis rocks backwards on the exhale. What am I doing? Qua squats, pumping the groin. Here we go, inhale. Exhale. So when you add the pelvis and you begin to rock the pelvis forward and backwards in space, now you've added another layer, which is pumping your biggest lymphatic system, that area in the groin. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's just let all that go. Let's just let all those layers go. Because in the end, Qigong is about feeling. It's about doing a move, a repetitive move, letting it go on autopilot so that the mind can drop in and get into a moving meditative state. How do we keep the mind anchored? Well, we anchor it with the breath and the movement. So inhale, exhale. The mind needs a job to do or it wanders into thought. Mine too. And so I anchor it, I park it somewhere. Where am I parking it now? On the breath, on this inhale, it's parked there. There's a pause of the breath, not the arms don't pause. And then there's an exhale. My mind is just anchored. That's why we do repetitive motion in Qigong. So we have this opportunity to not think about the choreography for a few minutes and instead just drop into a meditative state, present state, calm state. Central nervous system goes into parasympathetic rest digest mode, which is where we want to put it. One more. Turn the hands towards each other and keep the same exact motion, but palms are talking now. This is the same movement, haven't changed anything except the palms. Feel the palms talking to each other. And back to, as I enter my Qigong movements, I move back into nose breathing, tip of tongue on roof of mouth behind front teeth to create an energetic connection. Relax the hands on this one, just bring them down nice and slow, wait to get there. And a little bit of Tai Chi ruler. Let's just do a little Tai Chi ruler right here. You would imagine there's a ruler between your hands, connecting your palms. Take your palms and rub them just for a moment. Open them, inhale, exhale, relax. Open, inhale, stretch, stretch, exhale, relax. Push them together. Now pull them apart, but an inch. Just pull them apart an inch. Shear them up and down. Shear them up and down. Now make a circle, but keep them connected. Make a circle. Reverse the circle. That's your chi. Now bring them down here and pull them a little further apart. Make this motion in and out. A little bit of an accordion right here. Trying to feel, look for it. Just look for it. Remember, it's about feeling your chi. This chi is already in us. It's all around us. It's surrounding us. So we're not creating something new. We're just looking for it. We're finding it. And then once we find it, we're playing with it and working with it. So right here, feel that chi, and then keep your hands as close or as far as they need to be to feel that chi, to feel that spongy or magnetic quality going on between your hands. Now do Tai Chi lower. Now notice if there's a difference between how we first started doing it without looking for the chi between our hands, and now the difference between this. That feels very different to me. I opened up my laogongs, the energy gates in the palms of my hands. I open those up. Now I feel my palms are talking more. Notice again what's going on with my pelvis. My pelvis actually, as it goes back and forward, it's like a locomotive. It's like a locomotive train. And it's actually driving my arms to go into a circle. It's like an engine. Relax. Drop in. Anchor the mind on the movement and the breath. Park it. Give it a job to do. Don't let it go off into thought. We're training the mind to stay present and calm. Now let's do 2 microcosmic orbits. Bring the energy up. Where the hands are is where the energy is. Remember, the energy is going up the back of the spine, over the head, and down the front, and under perineum, and it does it again. The energy, as we spoke about last week, is already there. We're just tapping into it. Okay, so here we go. Let's tap into that microcosmic orbit right here. Inhale, where my hands are is where the energy is. Up, over, sacrum, lower back, middle back, upper back, thoracic. Now the energy is coming up behind my neck, that big knuckle. Now it's going up and over the top of my head and down the front. And notice how I'm coming down, straight back, but I'm coming down with it, down. Now pull it under perineum, up the back. Here we go. Behind the head, over the head, down the front. One more time. Under perineum, up the back. The back is young, over the head, and as the arms, and let the arms float down the front. That's the inside, floating through all 7 chakras and 3 energy centers, 3 dantians. I've got a little goosebumps. One more. Nice and slow, slower this time. Up the back. Over the top of the head. Floating, floating light down the front. Let them go, nice and slow, and you'll come back to Uchi. Palms down, hands flowing through water. This is a weight shift and a fold at the claw. Weight shift, fold at the claw. Here we go. Hands are making a figure 8. Notice how they come around the corner. So it's not linear, not this way and this way. This would be linear, this and this, but we're not linear. Never do anything linear. Always do everything in circles and spirals and arcs. That's the way Qi likes to move. That's the pattern we stay in. So shift the weight. Hands come around in a loop. Here's the loop of this figure 8, of this side of the figure 8. Here's the loop of this side of the figure 8. Look at it as a figure 8 or an infinity sign, whichever you see. Shift the weight, fold at the qua. groin. Shift the weight, fold. It's a slight waist turn to create the fold. Fold, fold. See it? Fold. If it helps to put your hand there to feel it, your pinky should disappear in the fold. That's how you know you got it right. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Next time we come to this side, catch the ball. The outer hand on top. Outer hand, so this is the outer because we're shifted in this direction, is always on top. Create the ball, and then shift weight, catch the ball here. Shift weight, turn and catch the ball. Notice the way I'm rotating the ball here and catching it. Rotate the ball, catch it. This is cloud hands. Rotate and catch. Feet are parallel, shoulders width. Double check your feet. If you need to go a little bit wider here or more narrow, that's okay. Adjust. Everybody's ergonomics of their body are different. Notice again, shift weight, fold at that claw. See? Outer hand on top. Shift weight. Catch the ball. Shift weight. Catch. Shift weight. Catch. Beautiful. Cloud hands, one of my favorite moves. Very calming move. Catch. Now notice I went from catching the ball, from turning the ball, I switched it a little bit because just turning the ball is a good way to learn it. But now, like this. Inner hand passes the wristwatch, always. So watch this. I shift the weight. One hand pushes down. This hand pushes down as this hand pushes up. And then I turn and catch it. Push down, other hand comes up. Fingers pass the wristwatch. Turn the waist. Notice this. Notice my shoulder rotating in. Catch the ball. Shift the weight. Switch hands. One pushes down, pushes the other one up. Remember in Qigong and Tai Chi, something is going down, something else is going up. Push, turn, catch. Up and down, turn, catch. Up and down, same time, turn and catch. That should feel a little bit differently. Now smooth it out. Notice each time I give you my shoulder. Giving you my shoulder each time. This is blocks to the outside. This is really this. Block, block, block. That's really what's going on there from a martial standpoint. But we're slowing it down and dissecting it. Block. Top hand is blocking a strike right here, while the bottom hand is blocking a groin strike down here. Top hand blocking a strike to the outside, bottom hand groin. So that's also going on. Switch it, hold here, come to this side, take your time, and switch it. Now I'm going to do this. See, I was blocking to the outside. Now I'm going to block to the inside. This is a punch that's coming on the center line of the body. Block, block. Bottom hand still blocking a groin kick. Shifting weight, fold at the claw. Shift weight, fold at the claw. Notice the weight shift and the folding of the claw here is what's driving the hands. It's not the weight shift. It's not the arms first and then the weight shift and the claw is following. No, it's the weight shift and the hands follow. Weight shift, hands follow. Super important to know that it's the weight shift. In the end, with Tai Chi and Qigong, the waist, but we mean the hips, are the commander. Waist and hips are the commander. They're leading it. Arms are just coming along for the ride because the power is in the weights, the waist and the hips. If you were to be in a martial arts fight, your strength would come from waist, hips. And relax the hands. Good. Excellent. Take a quick sip of water, and we're going to go into a little bit of balance work and horse dance. You all know I love horse dance. It builds incredible leg strength. So we're going to do a horse dance, a couple of horse dance moves, and then we're going to do a little variation on our balance work that I've been into lately and I'm just loving. Again, God forbid you have a fall like I did Saturday. Boy, this balance work really kicks in. Help balance the body. So up and down, rub the thighs a little bit, get down around the knees. And remember, rib tips in. So this is rib tips out. We want rib tips in, sacrum down, lower back flat. Look at my lower back, flat. Sacrum is down. I'm riding a horse. Riding a horse. Here we go. Up and down. Make sure your knees are over your ankles. Your knees never want to pass the balls of your feet, ever. Okay, so that's too much. That would be too much. And here we go. Let's just practice. This is bend, bow, shoot, arrow. You can get your hand in this posture right here, this beautiful one finger Zen posture. Lots of people walk around in this posture. It's a mudra. And let's really feel this. Notice the straight line of my shoulders. I'm not like this or like this. Straight line, practice this. Bend the wrist, bend, and push. So you feel this fascia opening. And this hand pulls back to shoulder notch as if you're really pulling the bow back. So it's a pulling and pushing, pulling. Pulling in two directions is what I should say. There's no, it's a pull, push. Pull, push. There we go. Other side, pull, push. This is pushing. This is pulling. One more time. Just to warm the body up. Now we're going to add, with the legs, rise, root. Rise, root. Here we go. Let's go in this direction first. This way. Here we go. Rise up. Arms just relaxed. Forearms come together. Not like this. Just relaxed. Make the posture with the finger, one finger Zen. And as you root down, bend, bow, shoot, arrow. There we go. And you don't have to come down as far as I am. This is a deep horse. You could come anywhere in between. Okay? Rise up. And root down. Good. Rise up. Root down. Rise up. Feel the legs. Feel them. Rise up. Nice and slow. Root down. Don't rush this one. Rise. Inhale. Exhale. Rise. Root. Inhale. Rise. Exhale. Root. Rise. Root. Rise. Root. Rise. Root. Rise. Root. One more. Rise. And root. Good. Hold. Now go as low as you can. I'm going to come in close to show you what I'm doing. One palm over the other, palms away from you, facing the screen. And just come to a comfortable stance, but where you feel some burning. Could be here, 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 wherever you want. This is called Kung Fu Master, and just hold for a moment. Arms don't have to be too high. If your shoulders are tired, keep your arms down here. That's fine too, anywhere. Mine are just in front of heart, but there's no right or wrong. The arms are just out as a counterbalance. Good. Just building some leg strength. Pull them in, palms up, loose fists, punch. My punch is about heart level, not up high, heart level. Just looks higher in the video. This one stays in at hip bone, right at the hip bone. Open, grab. We always grab towards the pinky. Remember, grabbing someone's t-shirt? Open, grab, break wrist. Break means bend. And then one finger at a time. Pinky next, 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 next. Thumb is last. And we push, pull. This one spirals out like a corkscrew. Open, grab. Yes, this is a Qigong movement. Push, pull, open, grab, pinky side, break wrist. One finger at a time, don't rush it. If you do this, it's not the right thing. Slow, thumb last, push, pull, open, grab towards the pinky side, break wrist, one finger at a time, push, pull, open, grab, one finger at a time, push, pull, open. Remember, keep this tight in here. Suspenders closed, not open, closed. Got suspenders right here. Want to keep them closed. Push, open, open, grab. One finger at a time, push, pull, open, grab. One finger at a time, push, pull, open, grab. One finger at a time, push, pull. This is working the neuro. This is working mind. New neural pathways are being made while we're doing this. Focus all your energy, all your focus on that one palm. Don't even worry about this one back here. Just focus on the one that's moving. One more. Open, grab, pull in. Excellent. Stand up, and this is how we walk out of this. Let me just show you so you can see my feet. Push the hands down, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. And shake the legs out a little bit. Bend them, shake them. A little bit of this. Sometimes I do a little gentle fist. I don't want any lactic acid to build up. And now we'll do a little bit of balance work. Here we go. Feet shoulders width. Hands out like you have two imaginary stools, or one hand on a chair, or one hand on a wall. Totally fine. Or one hand on a countertop or desk. Many ways to do this, but you got to work up to the place where you can do this without any support. I've been doing it for a while. Shift the weight in the same direction as me. Shift the weight, bring the foot in. So my head now is over my right ankle. If my head is not over my right ankle, I can't bring this in. See where my head is? It's centered. Can't do it. Head has to be over the right ankle. I'm sorry, this ankle, this side, may be different on your video. But when we go this way, the head goes over that leg, over that ankle. Bring the foot in, knee up. Again, holding on, knee down, step out, shoulders width, shift the weight, other foot in, up, down, out, shift, in, up, down, out, shift, in, up, down, out, shift, in, up, down, out. Notice when my foot shifts in, my toes touching, toe touch right here, that's good, up. No higher than parallel, or keep it lower. If your balance isn't good, keep this lower, fine. Then toe back down and out, shift, toe in, knee up, down, out, shift, up, down, out, shift, up, down, out, shift, foot in, knee up, down, out. Gets easier as we go, see? Gets easier as you go. This is a wonderful balance routine, very good for balance, leg strength, body awareness, Keep going. One more. Shift in, up, down, out, and look how I'm back into Wu Chi. Now let's finish with a little bit of mobility work, which means we're going to be using circles. We're going to take a circle and break it down. And there's 4 points in a circle. There's the forward, the backward, the side, and the other side. Left, right, forward, backward. We're going to touch those points first, then we make a 360. So let's rumble right through the whole body here. Here we go. Head, neck circles, big. Try to get them big. I don't do little circles, I do nice big circles. When my head goes back, I don't go all the way back. It just makes a nice gentle circle, no pain. Reverse it. Don't be surprised if you don't adjust during some of these circles. Head upright. Drop the hands, shoulders up, look up. Drop the shoulders, look forward. Shoulders up, look up. Drop the shoulders, look forward. One more, shoulders up, look up, drop the shoulders, look forward. Shoulder circles. Backwards. Now, shoulder circles, arms relaxed in this one. Nice and relaxed. Forward. Good, just warming up the shoulder blades, warming them up, relax like this. Now, let's get the shoulder blades right back here. You can tap them, wake them up. Sometimes I do a little bit of this. Wake up. Arms out, so warm them up, right? Now arms out and walk the shoulder blades forward, forward. I'll show you from the side. Forward, notice it's a circle, forward. Then the other one, circle, forward. Now this is not this, and not this, okay? Arms are relatively straight and they stay out. They just get pulled back, but only if the shoulder blade gets pulled back. Good, now reverse it. Reverse, walk them backwards from the shoulder blade. Got a big energy gate behind each shoulder blade. We're just pulling from those. Good, let that go. Now, ribs, lock this in, lock it, side. Here we go to that circle. We're gonna touch the left and right parts of the circle, points of the circle first. Left and right. Like you're reaching for something, then reach for something. Reach, 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 reach. Okay, relax. Now, hands here. Now we're going to do the other 2 points, forward and backwards. Ribs forward, ribs backwards, ribs forward, backwards. Imagine I have a string pulling forward, and I got a string here, backwards. Forward, backwards. Notice my elbows. Ribs forward, elbows back. Ribs back, elbows just naturally go forward. Forward, elbows back. Back, elbows come forward, so elbows go the opposite. Okay, there's our 4 points of the circle. Warmed it up. Now what are we doing? Try to move the ribs. I'm just giving myself feedback. That's why I'm touching my ribs. Now I'm trying to connect all 4 points of the circle that we just did. Forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side. Now you may want to hold the ribs, or you may want to hold your hips. That may be more comfortable for you. You can also do this one seated, by the way. All this rib stuff you can do seated. This one too you can do seated, because really we want to lock in the hips. Reverse that. Good. Excellent, excellent. Same thing with the hips. 4 points, then circle. Side, side. Feel that stretch right here. Side, feel the stretch. Side, side. Feel like you're making a smiley face with your hips. Okay, now forward, backwards. Forward, backwards, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Now link it all up. Here we go. Forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back. Remember, with this one, go super slow. The body, the spine, the sacrum, nothing is going to adjust if we go fast. It just won't, it doesn't, the body doesn't feel safe. So we're going to go nice and slow. So if the spine or something is out of alignment, needs to adjust, it'll do it, but only if it feels safe. So safe is slow. Reverse it. Go the opposite way. And breathe. This is also where you want to use that exhale, hot audible exhale, cleansing breath. Especially if you feel something that's a little bit tight, you may want to exhale through it. So say right here, I've got a little tightness through this area. So this is how I would do it. I know I'm coming up to this area, so inhale. Right, see how I use the exhale and I coordinate it with the spots that are sticky or tight or slightly painful, where I feel like I may need an adjustment. It just feels out of whack. I will do that hot audible exhale as I pass through it, and I'm more likely to get an adjustment if it wants to. I don't force anything, never force anything. It's kind of like when the chiropractor tells you, okay, exhale, and then he does the adjustment, you're doing that. You're moving through something in your body, whether it's your back or your arm or anything, and you're doing that exhale, just like you do at the chiropractor, which allows for the body to relax and all the air to get out of your lungs, come up. And then in that state, when you've exhaled, that's that opportunity, if your body chooses to make an alignment. Again, it's all if it chooses to. I never force anything. Come back, check in, see how you feel, and hold on to your imaginary stools or a counter, wall, chair, whatever you want, ankle circles. 5 to 7 one way, 5 to 7 the other way. Breathe, don't forget to breathe. Other foot, when you're done, take your time. Other direction. Okay, relax, relax the body. And now we're going to end our practice with walking towards each other. So back up, give yourself some space from your camera. Turn to the corner of your room and catch the ball. Catch the ball, just like this. And this is called stroking bird's tail. The bottom hand is stroking the breast. The top hand is stroking the tail. So the top hand's going like this, tail. Bottom hand stroking the breast. So this is all I'm doing. The beautiful kata. Beautiful kata. I want to introduce it today, just a little taste of it, but we'll be doing more in future sessions. Something to look forward to. So I'm facing the corner of the room. I'm going to step out and stroke the bird's tail and breast. Bring in the back foot. Bring in the back foot. And now I'm going to sit back, catch the ball. Notice I'm catching the ball. Palms connect, connecting. Come forward, shift the weight. Again, this is great balance work. Turn the foot out to the other corner and stroke the bird, adjust back foot. Notice that adjusting of the back foot. Sit back, catch the ball. Shift forward. Look how I'm just plowing forward, shifting forward. Bring the foot in. Step out to the left corner, the other corner. Stroke bird's tail and breast. Bring the back foot in. Sit back, toe up, toe up, I'm on the heel, catch the ball, step forward, step to the opposite corner, stroke bird's tail, sit back, catch the ball, toe up, come forward, bring the foot in, step out to the opposite corner, stroke bird's tail and breath, bring the back leg in with you, sit back, toe out. And one more, bring the foot in, step to the opposite corner. Good, that is stroke bird's tail. Just do it here for a moment. Stroke bird's tail. You imagine you've got a big peacock and the bottom hand is stroking the breast and the top hand is stroking the tail. This is doing it from standing still. And we'll be doing a lot more of this next week. I just want to give you guys a taste of it today. Stroke bird's tail. A lot to this kata. It's really fun. Bring the hands down. Inhale. Exhale, push down. And as we close, shift all the weight into your left leg, your left. That's your yang leg. It's filled with energy, filled with weight. Push off that left leg, push off, rise up, grab the chi around you. Bring that left leg into the right leg. Feet are now touching again. Hands like shower heads bathing the body in chi. They begin to float down the front of the body. Palms turn inwards as they just wand through your etheric body, your etheric field. Feel how good that is as you close the practice. It's one of my favorite parts, is the closing. Grab some more chi. Again, shower heads, palms in, bathing the body in a sea of chi. Feel as the hands come through, they're cleansing, grooming, calming, aligning all seven chakras and 3 energy gates as they wand through the front of your body, filled with tons of chi from our practice. Go around Dantian, and last one, palms together, and we end where we started, feet together, palms in prayer posture, pulled into heart center. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday and week in a state of balance and harmony. Thank you.